Hello, this is Miriam nurse practitioner. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to talk about building an emergency fund in just 5 simple steps. So let's jump in. So it's crucial for you to have some money saved up to cover, emergencies. Some people call it, your rainy fund or emergency fund, but it's very important because, of course, as nurses, healthcare people, or anybody, if you face daily stress. Not to talk about, all of a sudden you have a flat tire, what do you do? Or you don't have money, paycheck is a week away. So the first simple step you want to think about is to tracking your expenses and spending. So make sure you track that. And how do you do that? You go ahead and write it out. You can calculate for a month, how much you are spending for rent or mortgage, utilities, other necessary items, and how much is that taking you. So once you write those things down, then you can sit down every month and calculate and say, oh, okay, so this month has my total expenditure is $3,000. My total expenditure is $2,000. Then from there, you would know exactly how much your emergency fund is. Again, you can start with 1 month because people would say 6 months, but then sometimes that's overwhelming for a lot of people, right? So you start with 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and then you could have your good nest egg there. So track your expenditures and spending. The next one is set your emergency savings goal. Okay, so how much are you going to save? Is it going to be 3,000? Is it going to be 6,000? Is it going to be 12,000? So once you do that, then you are going to be able to know how much each paycheck you are going to put. Again, experts recommends that you should keep at least 3 months to 6 months. So if you even set yourself up to where, okay, you finish the 6 months, what is next? So that you really have that cash flowing, so that any emergency, all of it, God forbid you got involved in an accident, God forbid something bad happened to a family member that you need some time off to take care of them and you can't get paid from your job, you guys can have money to take care of those expenditures. And then after you have known what you want to put away, you develop a plan. So is that going to be, taken from my paycheck every week? Is that going to make sure that we'll have yard sales? Is that going to make sure that we're going to even go somewhere and, look at other ways to make a little income, selling on our own, having our own yard sales. So that extra ways to make that money. So you want to be very proactive. And again, when you're talking about emergency fund, it's good to involve the whole family, because then everybody's on the go with what you are doing. Can't just be the only one. Your spouse doesn't know that, you have to watch expenditures because, he's spending his money there or she's spending the money there. You are spending your money here and you guys don't know what's going on, right? So you want to make sure that when you are doing the recording, doing the goal, all of you know what that goal is. All of you are on board. At the end of the day, this is for you to enjoy your life. So remember that. Other reason is put funds in an accessible fund. I'm not talking about that money going into a retirement account. No, that is money that you can set up and then when the emergency comes, you can get into it. Some banks have what is known as money market account. You can access them. Some have high yield savings account. You can, put it in there and, you can access the money in case of an emergency. So you want to make sure, of course, the only issue with that is that some of them have minimum balances that you must maintain. So maybe if it's 1,000 to have a high yield savings account. So that is the other way. Then the other way is get into the habit of saving money. I meet people who sometimes, I'm just making only 50,000. So when I start making much money, I will save. No, you need to start saving when you are making 10,000 a year, 20,000 a year, 50,000 a year, 100. Because would you know that some people that have serious money are still having financial issues because they don't know how to save or they cannot save money. So yes, in order for you to even start a fund, you also save money. Learn about saving your money. Some some employers have a way where you go ahead and sign up for a check. A set amount goes into checking. For your expenditures, a set amount goes into savings. Why something go into that saving, you don't want to touch that. You do not want to touch that, because then, the purpose will be defeated, right? So even if it's $50, you'd be surprised that $50 twice a week, that's $100. Before you know it, you have a little bit saved in there. So just make sure that you are setting aside something. So what do you consider an emergency? I'm not talking about, that jewelry is on sale, that phone is on sale, I have to have it because the sale period is going to be over. I'm not talking about this kind of emergencies, okay? I'm talking serious emergency where all of a sudden you lose your job, you have car repairs. Emergency fund is for true emergencies, so that you are not stressed so much when they show up. Because people don't understand that when we are so much into financial difficulty as healthcare providers, guess what? It affects our job. Even other people too, when you are in financial difficulty, it affects your job. It affects you. It affects your stress level. Once in a while, I see somebody crying. Some people will even be in tears because of the frustration and the stress that they are facing. So yes, in a way, it does affect the way you perform your job. It does affect you in many ways that it does affect the relationship in the house. Why? Because people are spending, frivolously. So you don't want that. You want to make sure that you are financially fit. Again, my goal is make sure we're all financially fit, so that you are able to function as a whole person, from being a nurse, from being a mother, from being a family person, a sister, a wife, all those things. But we cannot do that if we don't start saving. We cannot do that if we are shopping all the time, retail therapy. We cannot do that if we keep on trying to copy the Joneses. So we have to have, so everybody have this bag, so I have to have it. Everybody have this car, so I have to have it. Everybody should be cutting their coat according to their size. So anyway, enough preaching, let me get on my soapbox. Just make sure that you have your emergency fund. Start small, but we get there. Okay? So don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to, watch some of our videos. We drop a video every week. The goal is to make you to be thinking in terms of being financially fit. Okay? Also, do not forget to be grateful. So practice gratitude all the time. Ciao. Bye. Have a great day.